Good morning, guys. Welcome to another episode of Schmattz Outdoors. I'm just getting ready to go here for the day. What I did last night, I got my rack put back together. I added some screws on this side, like here to hold it, and then this whole side here is screwed on. Probably not the best, but I run out of screws, but it's on there. I got it wired all back in. I cleaned out, so I wanted just a couple spare stakes, so I got that. I got my dispatch stuff. This one here is going to be queen traps, coyote traps that have been set but have not been set off. So like, excuse me, if a deer set them off or anything like that, or they've been dug up, they're going to go in this one. This is going to be the dirty box, a clean box. All that's going to basically tell me is, like, when I go to clean traps next summer, is basically these don't need to be tuned. I still might check the pan tension, but I don't need to really do much to them. Like the swivels and all that won't be packed with mud. The dirty traps or anything, if they've been dug up, the coyote might have peed on them or anything else. And I'll make sure that all those are tuned right, cleaned up. All the traps that are in these two totes, we're gonna have to check the stakes, because I had a lot of trouble with, so I reuse my stakes. I pull them, and I'll show you what I had going on. Let's see that. So I use Berkshire heavy duty stakes, and like this one is pretty much a brand new one. But this tip here, when you pound it in, it will bend down. So it's, pointed more to the side. So what I had to do on a few of them to get so my driver would hook it is actually bend it back with my pliers. Well, what I had is I probably have a half dozen to 10 of them that I got in like 2/3 of the way down, and they broke that tip off. Well, now my stake's in the ground and I couldn't pull it back out. So there's some that have like 6 inches of cable exposed when I catch something. So I kind of have to wrap it up in my trap bed and stuff. So I'm going to go through, I may even just replace every one of those that I have in the ground. So any of them that I pull now, I may just replace them, just because I don't want to have that same issue next year. Apparently, we have like kind of a hard clay base around here. So apparently a year pounding them in is, all they can handle. Otherwise, the second time they break them off. Like I said, I'll inspect everyone next year and replace them as I need them. The stakes are cheap, or that little plate is cheap. The cable is not expensive. I make my own stakes. So if I have to, I'll buy another 100 of those Berkshire heavy duty ones, and I'll just sit down. It'll take me one evening and I'll have 100 of them made. So, and I have probably 50 left already, so from last year. But yeah, so this is going to be the dirty box. So this is one I already pulled. This is one that I couldn't get set. The pan tension ain't set right. It would just go off all on its own. So that one obviously ain't tuned the way I want it. So I just threw it in the dirty box, because I know that I gotta do some maintenance on these. Like I said, ones that have been set but didn't catch anything will go in that box. Dog proofs will be in here. I'm probably not going to pull any dog proofs today, but I am going to selectively pull. I got the first 3. It's like a 10-mile loop to check 3 traps. I have caught a couple coyotes on those, so I mean, it's worth the drive to do it. But I'm going to pull those 3 today. Tomorrow I'm pulling the entire line. So if I get these 3 pulled today, it'll take off half an hour or more on tomorrow's trip to get everything else pulled. So, and then those double 220 boxes, I'm going to get those picked up today. Just because they take up so much room in the truck, that if I get them pulled today, I'll have a little more room tomorrow, because I'm going to have 7 mink boxes or 6 mink boxes and 5 weasel boxes I got to get in here as well tomorrow. Tomorrow I won't have my raccoon pail in here at all. This guy here, I'll probably have just the hammer and maybe my little rope so I can tell where my sets are. I don't think I'll probably anything else in this I probably won't take. Yeah, and this is my pull bar, so it's 1 1/4 round bar, and then I just welded a couple hooks on there. I got to get me a board. I usually carry like a 2x4 to set this end on so don't just dig in the dirt. So I get it hooked on this one first, and you get a lot of leverage. And then I'll get it pulled up like 6-8 inches, get it moving essentially, and then I'll switch to this one and get it pulled all the way out. This is about, from here to here, is about the maximum distance I can pull my stakes. It should have maybe been like another inch up, would have probably helped, but it works good. The farther down it is, the more leverage you have. So I like where it's at. It just, like I said, even a 1/2 inch up would have maybe been just a touch better, but yeah, I'm gonna grab me a chunk of 2x4 so I can put it on there. Otherwise that end just wants to dig down in the dirt and it don't pull your stake. So the board basically just gives you a little surface area to push on. So yeah, I think I got everything in the back pretty much ready to go for pulling traps. And I mean, obviously if I got catches and stuff, I'll deal with them today. It's gonna be kind of a, if I have catches today, it's just going to be kind of a wash whether I pull the set or if I remake it for the one day. Just depends on where it's at and how much work it's going to be to reset it. Otherwise, I think that's about it. Like I said, it took me a little bit to get everything kind of organized here again today after everything was in shambles yesterday after driving across that field. So yeah, all right, I think that's everything. We'll see you guys out on the line. Alright guys, so I'm to the first set here. I'm just going to show you on this set how I pull my sets. I won't have time tomorrow to be showing you. The audio might not be great here because all I got is just this cord. So I'm going to set you up the best I can so you can see what I'm doing here. And then we'll get this one pulled. I haven't showed you this set, so this is a clean set. What it is kind of a dirt road goes down kind of in front of my truck down to the tar road down there, and then it kind of runs, there's a trail runs all the way over to this grove over there. And then what I got is just a grove of trees here. There's just kind of a point right here. I have it, this is on like the north side, so the wind's going to be blowing, you know, that direction most of the time. So even if they run on that side, they should win this set. And then there's a fence line over there. I did catch a coyote over here earlier on. But like I said, we're going to set you up. I'll show you how I pull this. It actually has been messed with. Something dug at my trap here. You know, all this stuff. My trap is actually right here, right where my foot is. This one, for some reason, my trap is actually, like I said, it's like from where my foot is around here. Normally, I would have it like right here. I don't know why or how this one got set quite like it is, but you know, it was too late to mess with it. Some guys like them back a little farther and offset, so when I realized it was back that far when I was doing a maintenance day, I just left it. There's not a lot I could do other than like dig a different trap bed and kind of move the trap and bury the old trap bed and all that. I figured it was better just to leave it alone. So I mean, obviously I didn't catch whatever was here, but can't catch them all. Alright, we'll show you how I take this thing, how I get it out of there. Alright guys, so I got my 2x4 I grabbed. I got my pull bar here. Typically all I do is I just step on my trap. Should be right. There it is. I was hitting a little to the side. I was actually hitting on the lever, not on the pan. Okay, so I take my trap and I set the stake. I take this hook here and hook it on the end of my cable or on my split ring. I don't like them on my split ring, but I will start it with that. And then I put my board so I can get the end of my bar on that board. That just gives me a solid place to pull against. So I grab on the end of the bar and pull up a little. Now I'm going to reset it on the actual cable. give it a pull until I'm all the way up, and then I reset again on the second hook. Try and leave the dirt here. So there's the trap. This is my pan cover. I don't like to leave the trash. And most importantly, and I forget, is this. Right here is my post that I use my string so I know where they're at if we would get snow or anything else. I'll forget like a half dozen of these while I'm pulling just because I forget to pull them. I'm more worried about getting my trap out of the ground than I am the stakes. So, all right, and that's all there's to it. We'll load my stuff up and we'll get on our way. All right, guys. So I'm a ways through the line now. I'm on the quarter that's got the barn on there. So the barn is right here, and then I got a couple raccoons by these trees. On this fence line, I had a fox out here first, then I got a badger, I don't know, a week ago or a little more now. So I had the badger in this set here. You can tell there ain't a single footprint in that whole badger. My set, you know, the dirt hole is over here. There isn't a single footprint in the entire dirt pattern. But that day when I was out here, I put a second set right here. And today I got Mr. Rocky the raccoon. He's just a young of the year raccoon, but means I'm not skunked for the day. I had a heck of a time. I stared and stared this set down from the road. Just didn't look right, and I'm glad I come out here. So, you know, my philosophy is always when in doubt, drive out. So, like I said, I'll drive out. I mean, I'd rather drive out here and make sure there's nothing in. Sometimes your sets are messed up, you know, different things, even though if you don't have a catch. But we'll get this guy dispatched. He hasn't been here. I mean, like, he don't hardly have any of this stuff tore up at anything. So I'm going to remake this, even though it's only going to be for one check. I still got that set working, so I might as well just remake this one. All right, we'll get him out of here and we'll move on. Again, that's just a young of the year raccoon, and again, he's probably a 2XL raccoon. Anyway, all right, on to the next one. All right, guys, so I'm by these abandoned buildings here. The coons were going in the culvert. I've got skunks in the back of this building. I do have a mouse in my weasel box here. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I've been digging holes. So I had my metal detector out here. So right here's my stake. And I had stretched my string out here. I'll do it for you guys again. And I thought my trap should have been right where this hole is. And I was getting a reading on my thing right here, because it wasn't right on the very edge of the grass. It was out like a foot. So I thought, well, here I metal detected this whole area, thinking maybe it hooked it and drug it a little ways. And I went this direction. I dug a little hole here. I found about a 6-inch square steel plate right here. I found a little piece of metal there. Same thing with a couple of these. I found little pieces of metal. The one was still laying here. Thought maybe I'd be a... You know, like here I dug a little hole. Yeah, and I finally kind of got discouraged, and I was coming back this way, making real wide sweeps, you know, as far as I could reach each way. And I got a ping. And sure enough, right here's my trap. So if I grab my string again, what do I do with my string? Here we go. So I thought it was only going to be, you know, like a foot outside of those weeds. So that's where I was spending most of my attention, you know, right along like where all these are bent over. But if I get my string pulled, oops, I just pulled it off my stake here. I'll get back on there for you guys. If I get my string pulled tight, we'll get right where it's at. So my string is pulled tight. Right here's my stake. Yeah, and I had dug like a trench right here the other day and right here, thinking I would catch like the chain of my trap, but no. And my trap, you could see, what do we got here? This is what is this one? This is a Montana number 3. That's what it is. But it's still set. I actually think like it's actually tripped off. It's just the mud has got it packed. But it was laying like right here. Here's my trap. So it never even really moved it. It never even set it off. So yeah, spent probably 20 minutes here looking around and bingo, found my trap. So I got my pull bar here. We're gonna get this guy pulled. And then there's a double 220 box over here. I haven't checked any of those over there yet, but I'm gonna pull that double 220 box today just so it doesn't take up room in my truck tomorrow. But I'm telling you, those poles, I mean, they're not that expensive. A chunk of rope, and just make sure, I should measure how long that is in case I lose it, but that was just a scrap piece of rope I had a few years ago, and I've been using the same system. I can find them in the snow. I can find them every time. I've lost one coyote trap and it was not there. Even with a metal detector, I couldn't find it. I think somebody might have stole it on me, but anyway, we'll get this guy pulled out of here. We'll take that stake with me. We'll grab that 220 box and we'll be on the move. So yeah, just a little bit of work paid off. I got my trap back. All right guys, so I'm just down the line just a little ways here. I had the 2 skunks in here the other day. I've got raccoons there. I've got a bunch of muskrats. There's this culvert here. In this end, I had this skunk in my mink box the other day. But I put a muskrat set by the end of the culvert because there was open water here. And my pole is tipped over today. And I can see right here is a floating muskrat. So all I had is this was standing about like right here, and my 110 was setting like here, and I used some of this cattails to just kind of block each side of it. So it was set off yesterday. You know, I didn't no bait on it or anything, just kind of a trail set where they're going through, and I'll knock a little more of the ice just to get the ice open again today. And yeah, so another muskrat. Well, like I said, we'll get this guy remade here quick and we'll be on to the next set. Well, all right guys, so I'm driving out across this field. So if you know anything, you know that means I got something caught. I got a little redemption today. I mean, I'm in a different spot, but if that would have been the last coyote of the day or last coyote of the season and it run off on me, I'd have been upset. But we're gonna video this one as I pull up. He is right there. There he is in all his glory. Can't really tell how good he's caught here, but oh, he's caught good. Let's see. So I've showed you this spot a bunch of times now. We just got this big block of woods here. We got this tree line runs out to a little 2-track dirt road. And then we got like this field edge here. I got the double sets here. So I got a set here and a set over here that looks like something's messed with this one. Maybe not. I'll have to check to see if that one's still got bait or anything. It kind of looks like my dirt hole is empty or whatever, but we'll doctor that set up. Real nice look. I mean, he's got some burrs in his back, but he's real white silver colored. I don't know if I can get on the sunny side of him here. But yeah, he's pretty silvery colored for, I mean, got a lot of nice silver guard hairs. Yeah, he's caught deep in that 550. That's how they're supposed to be caught. Apparently that one yesterday was not, but 39 for the season right there. And the third one, again, I think I mentioned this before, so this is one of my normal bait and lures. I've got 3 coyotes in this set. That one there is Top Dog from Hoosier Trapper Supply, and I've got skunk and raccoons, or several skunks and raccoons in that set, and I have not caught coyote in there. They just, I don't know what it is. They just don't. I have another spot that has a double like this, and I've caught coyotes in the one that doesn't have it, and I've got other animals in the one that does. So I don't know. I don't think it works in my area as well as these other baits. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying it doesn't work as well as these other ones. So again, I'm gonna reset these, make sure they're working again. Still got one more check. It might be a waste of bait and lure, but it might not be. Tomorrow this might be the set that has another one in there. All right, we'll get this guy dispatched and get both of these, make sure they're both working good or baited and lured, and we'll be on our way. what I did is I'm on to the next spot, so I just caught that coyote. I had thrown that muskrat up here on top of this box just to get him, because he's, the muskrat was wet. Well, I didn't think about him rolling off of there. Well, luckily he rolled that way into that tub. Otherwise, if he rolled off the side, I was probably gonna have to go backtrack some and see if I could find him. But when I'm at this big slough here again. I got some muskrat sets on that side, and on this side I got mink boxes still set. I have a trap right in here. I'm going to doctor that up a little bit. Pole set over here. My carrot was gone on that one yesterday. It was tipped over. Right here, this one had a 110 on it. Ooh, that's not good. It's just set off. Right when I pulled up, 2 muskrats splashed right over here. They were setting like right out in this little cove. So let's see, maybe both of these 2 are set off. Let's see here. There's a muskrat on that one. Yeah, like I said, the 2 muskrats were like right out here, splashed right when I pulled up. And just trying not to fall in here. And there's a muskrat on that one. So 2 for 5 sets here. And the 1 more was set off. That's not great averages, but at this time of the year, it's all open here now, so I would think I should do okay tomorrow if I catch something. It's supposed to kind of cool off and kind of continue to get colder tomorrow, but hopefully by then I already got them caught. So all right, we'll get 3 of these or 4 of these probably reset and be on our way. All right guys, we're back to the shrew box here. Haven't checked it yet. I just thought I'd let you guys watch as I see. Come on, no shrew, and we got a great big shrew. Oh, he is dead. Caught him by the tail. That's the biggest one I've caught yet. All right, we'll get this reset and we'll move on. All right guys, we're gonna make this quick because he isn't caught terribly good, but the redemption tour is complete. Oh, he just laid down. He's right here. There's a coyote in my set right here. So we got a big draw of our pasture. A fence line comes down, and then there's a big chunk of wooded area here. The other day I had a coyote caught on the other side of the draw right by this big tree on the other side over there. I did have a skunk in here, I don't know, a week ago or so, maybe a little longer, but he's only caught by just a couple toes, so we're gonna get him dispatched right away. And he don't look very good. He's real kind of black and slimy. We'll have to give him, I don't know if he's just dirty or wet or what's really going on, but we'll get him dispatched and we'll move on. All right guys, so I thought I'd just show you this. This I think is why the one pulled out yesterday, and I didn't talk real long today. I could see that he wasn't caught real good. It happens. I don't care how good a trapper you think you are, you're gonna get toe catches. This is why I do not use offset traps, and I'm gonna show you why. So if you look at this coyote, I got basically 1 toe there and part of a 2nd toe, and that's it. And there you could, I mean, so I only got him caught by that much. If you would have had an offset trap, that coyote would have been gone. I don't care. I mean, you can argue with me all day, every day about that. I get plenty of lockups on them. I have, like I said, I've had 1 pull out now in 6 years of trapping. That happened right in front of me. It may have happened maybe 1 other time. Other than that, that wasn't there when I got there or whatever. But right there, like I said, to me, the proof's in the pudding. I'll take closed jaw traps any day. All right, we'll get this guy out of here now. And I just thought I'd show you that. I thought he looked kind of cruddy, but he's just dirty. He's real nice, full furred. He don't hardly have a burr on him, but I got just a few more sets. One more in this pasture and 2 in the other one, some snares in the other one. You never know, maybe we got another one, but that's number 40 for the year for me, 4-0. Kind of redemption from that one running away yesterday. All right, we'll shut you guys off, get this going. All right, guys, so we're back to the house here. I ended up pulling just 3 coyote sets like I had planned and the 2 double boxes. So I'll get these guys set out tomorrow so I won't have to haul them around. I won't be hauling around. My pail for sure won't be coming. I'm going to bring my hammer and my rope from the coyote bag, but the rest of the bag is going to stay here. The catch pole and stuff I'll need in case I make a catch tomorrow. Yeah, so pretty much I think I'm about right, like I said, ready to go, other than I'll leave those 2 out. But we'll give you a quick rundown of the catch for the day, which turned out to be a pretty good day. I was down on myself yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there's nothing I could have did about that coyote running away, but I was still down on myself. So a little bit of redemption today, and I'm happy for that. The numbers I'm putting up this year just blowing my mind. I mean, but we'll give you a quick rundown of what we got and sign offs. All right, so this is the coyote I just caught on our land here. I mean, this is the difference between an adult and a pup. So this is a pup, this is adult. I mean, he's quite a bit thicker all around. He's just wet. That's why he looks a little funky. I thought maybe he looked kind of like he had kind of damage or whatever, but he's just wet, or had been wet. But he's real nice. He's got like no burrs that I've seen. This is the first one I caught. He's got a few burrs, you know, like right here there's one. He's got a few up here on his neck, but nothing I can't get out. This is that raccoon I caught. He's just a young of the year raccoon. I mean, you can tell he's kind of woolly. He's not real filled out, you know, like even on his leg down here. He's still probably a 2XL raccoon. So whether you believe that or not, I mean, that's what he is. And then I got the 3 muskrats. So I caught this one here by where I caught the skunk in the set the other day, and I had these 2 by that big culvert. So I believe this makes 265 raccoons or muskrats now. I'm at 40 coyotes for the year. I think this is coon number 24 for me. So yeah, I mean, my goal for the year was only 35 coyotes, and I thought that was going to be out of my league to even think about catching, especially because I lost a whole week at the beginning of the season here. But yeah, to hit 40, and then I had that one pull out yesterday. I mean, could have been 41, but you know, whatever. 24 raccoons. My goal is 25, so I mean, I'm right there. And I wanted to get 125 muskrats, and I'm at 265, so just blew that out of the water too. And I didn't even really have to try that hard. I mean, it was work, but I could have easily caught more. But yeah, anyway, we're just signing off for the day. I want to thank you guys for riding around out on the line with me again today. Tomorrow is a complete pull day, so I probably won't be showing you a lot of anything other than unless I happen to make a catch. I'll show you that, but otherwise it's going to be just hammering out, just pulling sets. So I got about 125, maybe 100, maybe a few more than that, sets to get out, maybe 135, something like that, to get pulled tomorrow. So it'll be quick and right along getting them all pulled. Some of them are in groups around certain yards and stuff, so you get 6 or 8, you know, all within a few minutes of each other. But I got about 55 coyote sets to get pulled tomorrow. Well, maybe a few less because I did pull a few today. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching along. Hit that subscribe button if you like what you saw today. There's more to come tomorrow. Hit the notification bell so you know when tomorrow videos comes up. Hit the like on this video if you like what you saw, and please leave comments below. I like to hear what you guys think about what I'm doing, and I'll try to answer you back the best I can. Otherwise, we'll see you out on the line tomorrow.